It's not my fix. Okay, guys. Yeah. Right. So, guys, was set. We just started. Now we just started. We're just starting. Okay. So. Everybody, welcome. Okay, guys. Like from the view, we just started and we're in for our normal routine, more like business, yes, more like our impartation journey, a kind of. So, guys, we just started and you have graphics and sect. We just started and okay, firstly, it's more like welcome me now. You guys know what we're doing. Okay, I'm still coming for that. Oh, actually, firstly, we're going to be doing welcome me. Yes, since we're just starting, we're going to be welcoming new audience, new viewers, every new person, whatever. I don't know. If you're here, like you're going to be welcoming, like we're going to be welcoming you. That's what I mean. Okay, guys. For firstly, is we're going to be welcoming new viewers, returning viewers. If you're a new viewer, if you're an old viewer, if you're a returning viewer, any viewer that you are, much welcome. Appreciation is loud. I don't know. Oh, your presence is not taken for granted. We're welcoming you in our live stream section. So, guys, we were set and we just started and we're doing welcoming. Like we just started, and if you're joining, much welcome. We're welcoming new viewers, old viewers, returning viewers, outside viewers, people that are just peeping, people that are just what's it called, glancing. So any viewer that you are, much welcome. We just started. I'm UF Graphics and many people, few people, let me not say many people. Okay, let me say best words to use. Most of you know what we're into. Most of you know what we're doing. Most of you know what we're riding on. So, guys, we just started and another live stream section altogether. Mind you, we do stream every day, so I guess many people will be seeing me for the first time. It kind of yes, and they'll be like, "What this guy doing?" The guy, that guy will say, "I'm going to be clearing your doubts within short or in few minutes." Well, everybody, welcome. So once your presence is much regarded, that's what I want you to know. It's not taken for granted. So and we're here for a serious business. Like we don't waste people's time. Do you get so? You're welcome. So, firstly, I'm UF Graphics, and I would love to know your name as well. And we're going to be progressing. Firstly, I guess I should be kind of saying what I'm into because it's possible that most people here and people that are going to join, yes, it's possible that we're going to be expecting new viewers every single day because this is a movement. We're growing. This is growth. So actually we're going to be telling people our objective, what we're into, what we're doing, so that they will not be stuck. Do you get? And they'll follow us along. Do you get? So something like that. So in regards to that, what you have graphics and what we do is simple. We teach student life after school, and we usually call it you what's it called, life after school, the brutal truth every student should know. Actually is a truth but a brutal one, and the reason why it's brutal is because people are not even talking about it. People, sorry, I got a call. But I also, people are not talking about it, and it's brutal because it's actually true, but people don't feel that is important. People don't even see it as the root cause. You know, people do teach about motivation, hype students, hype undergraduate people, work hard, do this. It's not making sense. That's not the root problem. The root problem is outside life, their outside life, nobody's teaching them, nobody's preparing them for it. And this is why you still see graduates. And we tell you that graduates don't be frustrated, they don't be stuck, they don't regret in life because they are lazy or they are not smart. No, it's because of most of them choose the wrong path, most of them lacked the right information. Yes, because they said if you know better you live better. So let's say most of them did not know better, they was not okay, they were not opportune to gain the right information. Now the right information is more like is beyond academics, that's it. Is beyond academics, reading and writing, preparing you for exam. No, that's not what we're talking about. What we're talking about is reality, like what you're going to be facing once you graduate from a university, once you graduate from a tertiary institution. And in other words, it's like showing you what to expect from your real life and prepare you as well to face it, because it's not always funny. Now let me clear that for what I mean there is okay, let's assume someone graduates from as you graduated from university. We usually call that stage transition stage. That's when you're leaving university to real life. At that stage, you're going to start being independently. You're going to start figuring things out by yourself. You're going to start taking your bills, responsibility. You're going to start figuring things like if you feel like your decisions are going to be from you. Do you get? So that's more like a transition stage, and you're more like becoming an adult. You cannot deny the fact, and a lot of things are expected. You're going to face reality. Most times you're going to feel, you're going to be rejected, like failures. All of these are things that real life are going to be throwing to you, and these are more like inevitable, definitely going to be coming. So it's not to really avoid it, is to prepare for it. Have you seen the point? Is to actually prepare rightly for it, and preparing rightly for it is going to make you stay on the safer side. And this is what we're trying to put to every student, regardless of your country. Yes, regardless of your country, you should know this, because it's more like life skills. Every student is going to be facing reality. If you're actually going to be graduating from a university, you're going to be independent, you're going to live independently, because you're automatically becoming an adult and you're expected to take up things. And if you're not prepared for it, you're going to it's going to really hit you hard. Now just imagine someone that's never prepared for life after school. He or she did not make plans, no income stream, no backup system. Ah, Jesus. I mistakenly dragged by. Oh, Jesus. I wanted to. Calm down. Well. Welcome to the live stream section. Greetings. I. Oh, your name is hard to pronounce. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'm going to be trying. Oh, what's your name, Jesus? Oh, I cannot pronounce your name. I'm being real. Like, it's hard here to pronounce. I don't know why. Well, guys, you're welcome. Let me just deal. Sorry, my bad if I'm not able to pronounce it well, but at least I tried. I guess I tried. So, welcome to the live stream session. Thanks for joining. Thanks for actively participating. Much love. So we're UFGRAPHICS, and we're actually heading somewhere. And I guess you've been following us for a while when we started. And I guess this is my first time of seeing you in my live stream session. So much love for that. We're not taking it for granted. So we're progressing. We said this is a brutal truth, and that's our objective for the sake of people seeing us for the first time, because many people may not know what we're doing, just seeing us for the first time and being stuck. So we're trying to clear, like trying to let them know what we're into before, because we actually have something to treat on today. Because as I said, we're here more like developing student mindset, how they think, how they see things, like a kind of or developing that mindset. So it's just beyond motivation. This is beyond motivation. We're not just here to motivate you, but to actually reset your mindset, to see things from a different view perspective, and to think outside box more than a student is thinking. And it's more like development, and it's more like positive. So that's why I said we don't waste people's time here. We impact people here. Yes, and we should tell people that this is beyond streaming. This is more than content or whatever, anything that you may talk about. This is a movement. Yes, it's going to get to a point we're going to start going to cities, states, nations to actually impact students, teach them real life experience, things they should expect, and things that you're probably going to be facing in real life. So that's more like that, guys, and this is a movement. So we're going to be progressing. This objective is probably for first time viewers, people that may just be seeing us for the first time and being like, oh wow, what's this guy doing? I just hope I have cleared the doubts. A kind of, I don't know your view. So guys, we're progressing. We really have something to trick on today. Very, very crucial. Very crucial. So that is on our thumbnail already. So welcome back. Welcome back. If you're already you're still with me, sit tight. Much love. So we're progressing. So that is more like the best age for university. Yes, the best age for university. For university, I don't know. This is very controversial. I will just try my best to break it down. Now, the objective was not yet to abuse any age or try to make people feel bad of themselves. No, but to more like help you know the best time to get into university. And most time, it's not all about age. It's about preparation. How prepared are you? Yes, you can be okay. It's possible that we can see a 15 years old or student, he or she is actually prepared and can get into a university and do well. So, but what we're trying to do here is, or today, this course objective is just more like make you understand the ideal age range to start university, like the ideal range. Oh, more rain is coming. Jesus. Well, I'm just too fast. God. Well, I said the objective here is not to make you feel less of yourself because maybe you started early or late. No, but to actually know the actual range of students, the actual range that students should get into university, because if they get into university too early, there is a lot of disadvantage, and we are going to be stating it out here. And if they get into it too late, as well, there is a lot of disadvantage. We're going to be stating it out. So you're actually going to know the balance, or the stable age. Let me call it stable age, more like a more smooth age that students should or expected to get into university, so that they are not going to be, or they won't encounter any of the or stuff. So firstly is, we said the objective is to learn the scientific and psychological factors. Now, in the aspect of science, what do you call psychological factors, yes, if student gets into school too early, there is is it psychology? Yeah, psychological factors that are going to be affecting it. Psychology, we mean maybe how they think, how they reason, they are not going to do effectively and efficiently well in school. So that is the psychological aspect, but we're still going to be detailing it down. And I stated this is more like the objective, what should the students should actually expect. So firstly, why this topic is controversial? I'm going to break it down. Mind you, I said, okay, firstly, let's be calm. Let's be calm. We have something on our thumbnail. We said the best time, something like, oh, the best time students should get into university. Yes, I don't know what's wrong. Well. Okay, the best time students should get into university. And firstly, we said is most at times it's not all about the age. It's not all about the number, which is the age. Being 30, 40 years doesn't matter. Being 20, 25 years doesn't matter before you get into university. What really matters is preparation. If you're actually prepared to really face, if you can really navigate, if you have the stamina, more like the maturity, is your mentals and emotions stable and mature enough to actually handle pressure, actually or face real life challenges and all of that. So these are things that are, because like these are things are that are really be considered, like we're considering not just number of age and all of that. So we said the control, or what's it called, the controversial problem here is, okay, the controversial here problem here is, if we're really talking about age and getting into university, parents have a big role to play. I'll break it down. What I mean by parents have a big role to play, most of them, okay, let's say most times, parents pressure students, parents pressure their children, their young adults to get into university. Most times it's from parents pressure, most times it's from society, most times it's from, what's it called, sorry, most times is from peers. Do you get? Now let me break it down. What I mean by parents, most times parents do or push or students, they'll just push them, they'll just put them into university without even knowing the psychological aspects of a kind of the bad side that is going to be having on the child if the child is too tender to be in a university. They don't just want to know, and they don't even think that it's necessary to actually know the effects that is going to be causing such students. They just take the student to university, and meanwhile, if such student is not matured enough, there is always a psychological effect, like a lot of effects around it that is not always positive. So that's more like why the topic is controversial. So the next thing is, what does best age means now? What are we even trying to explain by what we mean by best age students should enter into university? Let me break that down. What we mean by best age, best age, as I stated, it's not compulsory to be number. That's 18, 19, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. It's not compulsory. But what really matters is preparation, readiness. You know, we can see people. Okay, now let me give you an example. It's possible to see someone around 20 years, and you see somebody around 17 years. The 17 years old student can behave more maturely and accurately than somebody around 20 years. It's very, very possible. Now, that's why we said what we're considering here. What we're considering is readiness, maturity, the ability and sustainability that such student is able to take up things. So it's just all about maturity. So the emphasis is going on maturity and how ready the student is. So that's what we mean by only number. So guys, the scientific angle of age. We don't enter sciences now. The scientific angle of age. What we mean here is, okay, we said brain development. Uh, I don't know. Okay, brain development, which is often called prefrontal cortex. I think that's what they call it here. And we said is responsible for, or what's it called, mindset development. It's responsible for critical thinking. Like it's more like it gets expand. It's actually what expands your mentals. It's actually what helps you think, react to issues, like take up responsibility, like be able to handle pressures. Do you get? And this is called prefrontal cortex. That's what they say this called. So guys, the next stuff is cognitive readiness, which is also psychological aspect. Cognitive. Now back then in school, they do teach us psychology, and I think what I can still remember about psychology is more like your cognitive, how you think, how you handle things, type of beings, like type of human, like it's just all about mental psychology, I guess. So was sharing psychological or cognitive readiness. It has to do with the ability to think, the ability to do things, like a kind of that. So that's more like cognitive readiness. We said that's psychology. Now it has to do with think critically. Yes, or manage stress, the ability to manage stress. That's cognitive readiness. If such students can manage stress, if such students can think critically, that's readiness. And such students, irrespective of the age, can enter into university, because that's what is being considered. So guys, so still on our riding, we said on that. Okay, identify formation. Now identifying formation has to do with personal stuff. It's called formation. Now this has to do with your, more like discovering, self-discovering. In other words, can be called self-discovering. Identifying formation. Now if, okay, just more like knowing my innate abilities, my weakness, my strengths, my abilities, my limits, what I can do, what I'm good at. And it can also be said it's just more like knowing who you are, what you want, and how you're able to figure it out. It has to do with the discovering period. This is more like we call it what's it called, identity formation. It's also a cognitive or ability. Yes, psychological aspects. Yes, this is it. Identify formation. So this is more like it helps students answer, who am I, what am I doing, what work best for me, what am I into. And as so it helps you in the right career to put or to take. Now let me give you an instance. If you don't discover yourself, if you don't know you, it's possible that you're going to end up choosing a wrong career, and maybe you're going to actually regret it later in life. It's not making sense now. So it's best you get to discover yourself. And we get to see a lot of graduated people being like asking, what am I even good at after they have graduated? It's not making sense. That is not the best time to do that. That's more like you're actually late. You should have figured this out when you're still in school. That's when we tell students it's a training ground. You shouldn't find it away. It's any discovering that you would have kind of done. It should be there. Anything research or anything discovering yourself, all these things should be done in a university, and get prepared, more like getting you equipped. Training ground, don't forget. So that is it, guys. So this stage is very, very critical, and is more like identify, or what's it called, identify formation, a kind of that. So early entry versus late entry. Now actually what's it called, held into the aspect of early entry, the advantage, disadvantage, and late entry, the advantage, disadvantage, a kind of comparison, actually looking at the both stuff. So guys, on it. Okay. So we're actually considering that we said early entry versus late entry. Too early. Too early. Now, if we're saying students getting to university too early, this is around 14 to 16 years. That's the duration, and it's just more like the age range from 14 to or 16 is not is it permissive or not permittable? Actually, it's not permittable. This is more like even the mental, the psychological, everything that we've been saying here, it gets expand or developed from 16 years, sorry, from 17 years upwards. And if you put a student of 14 to 16 years in a university, he or she is going to just play around, waste time, because his or her mind is not well developed, his or her mind is not well structured, his or her mind is not well equipped, not yet ready. That's what we're considering. Age is not even what we're considering. We're considering readiness. So it's still possible that you're going to see people even 20 years, they are not going to be ready. It's not about age. Age is not a number. It's about readiness. Can you handle pressure? Can you face real life challenges? Can you figure out things? Can you make critical decisions? This is actually what should be considered if we're actually looking towards people getting into a university. It's people of this ability. Yes. So guys, we're progressing. Okay, that's for early entry. We said early entry is from 14 years to 16, and it's not advisable. Yes, because there's a lot of psychological aspect, like effects there's going to be having on such students. The students won't be thinking well. He or she will just play around, feels that it's a playing ground. So that's more like it. So too late, okay, that's for too early. Too late is from 23 upwards. Most times people get into university because of some reasons, late into university because of some reasons. Maybe most of them is unforeseen circumstances, and there's no way they can help. And for what's it called, last they now enter university very late. Now we said being late in the university is from 23 upwards, and this 23 upwards that we're considering, we said it has an advantage as well as an advantage. So we're going to be looking into that now. So guys, more like, I don't know. Okay, that's for that. So we said the ideal age range. Now, ideal age range is from, okay, the best, why, okay, the ideal age range is best ranges of 17 upwards, as we stated. Is very, very, is very, very good and advisable, because such students, such adults have started thinking, such adults mentals is expanding, has expanded, still in the process. He or she is seeing things beyond, oh god, I don't know, persons are all mindset, and everything is actually equipping. So that's just more like the best age range. And so the reality in Nigeria, the reality, okay, when I do call Nigeria, it sounds somehow, but I'm actually a Nigerian. So anything I'm teaching, because firstly, why we're doing this is to help Nigerian students as well, every student that cares, and to actually help them see things beyond classroom, open their eyes, not to put fear, know what to expect, know what real life holds, and how they will position themselves to get it. Everything, and know how to actually navigate. It's just more like being equipped with the knowledge, because it's information. If you don't know, if you're not informed, you're going to be disformed. So we don't want them to be disformed. Like some students regret Yes, you get to meet some students now. They tell you that I regretted why I ever attended university, and it's not sounding funny, and it makes it look or even triggers that saying that school is a scam more. Actually, school is not a scam. These are the primary, more like fundamental issues, problem that made school look like a scam. It's not actually a scam when students are not getting it right, when graduated students are failing, when they are being or when they are wasting years, time, resources, and money in school, graduating nothing to prove, nothing to show, no result. That makes it look more like a scam. But when they are well equipped in this aspect of life after school, it helps them make preparations to really navigate. It puts them on a track. It bounces them into some tricks and routines. It keeps them, it opens their eyes more, like there is this consciousness and knowing it brings to them, so it's going to actually help them align well, and aligning well they are going to their futures are not going to be stuck, they're not going to be confused. So that's just our aim and what we're trying to, and is not just streaming. A movement, a strict movement. Well guys, I said the reality in Nigeria, factors affecting age. Now, a lot of factors, like a plenty, actually affecting students and their age in aspect of schooling and or their schooling age. Do you get? So one is that WAEC, and okay, there's something called WAEC, I think, West African Examination Center or something like that. So that's called WAEC. And we're saying here that is it actually affects most times student gets to feel it multiple times, and by so doing you it's possible most times you get to hear or even get to hear about some students actually tell you that I studied or I took WAEC 2, 3, 4, 5 times. You're imagining how possible it is, and you get to tell that they failed obviously. So failing multiple times keep them at home, and actually they are growing, so they are actually their years are really growing. So this is part of the reality in Nigeria, factors affecting age. That's the emphasis, and we said WAEC, yes, West African examination, kind of when students don't pass it, when they are taking it multiple times, when they are often having issue in their O levels, it keeps them there. They keep on repeating it. Moreover, they are growing and their age is getting up. So this is part of the factors. And we said again, our Jamba, so WAEC, Jam post to me and all of that. So all these things are the factors. Strike issues, it's not only in university, most of the times in secondary school and primary school, students get to be on strike, and this strike of it is I guess it's from trade union, I don't know, but it's more like strike. I don't want to go into the details now, but it's more like strike. Now most schools will be going on strike and all of that, so most times it gets lengthy, the strikes get to be in a very long time, and it delays academics. Most students get through job, most students quits, most students still stay, but I don't know, the duration of years that they supposed to would have graduated is going to or is actually going to exceed that. So these are the common factors. Our strike issue, financial challenge, you know most times parents may not have or the actual or funds or capital to actually take care of their kids, a kind of, and most at times they keep them at home more than expected, beyond or the stay at home or stay longer than they should or would have just stayed before getting to school, and most people get back to school. So all of this fluctuation in the aspect of financial challenge is actually a problem, and is part of the factors really are affecting this what you call the reality in Nigeria. So students looking up to these things, we should kind of take care of it. A kind of that. So I don't know what's shocking me, but that's okay. Related to our niche, what we're already talking about, regardless of your age bracket, age range, all factors, if you get into university, if you do not build structure, if you do not lay structure, if you do not build support system, if you don't make plan, you enter university with your 5 years, when you're still 5 years, even when you enter university with 30, 40 years, you go still to lay the structure, if you fail not to plan, if you fail not to have any skills, if you fail not to be valuable, if you fail not to build brands, if you fail not to be competent in a lot of things, if you fail not to or network and explore in a lot of things, you're going to be stuck. That is real life, because these are factors that real life really rewards. Because if you're knowledgeable, if you cannot put out what you have upstairs, if you cannot practicalize, if you cannot put it in work, it's not making sense. And you're going to just be there. Real life rewards problem solvers, creative thinkers, people that's innovation creators. That is more like practical. So this actually is the main stuff, and it's very, very necessary. So it's beyond age brackets or age grades that you enter university with. So guys, relating to niche, I just stated that now. Now what students should focus on instead is before entering university, students should actually get to figure out their life, actually know what they want. They actually more like discovering themselves and making appropriate decisions too, help them navigate the process. Now, every student, or before entering university, you should a kind of is it disclosure or whatever, like actually knowing what you want, knowing how to go about it, knowing the type of thing that you're going to be putting in ground, knowing how to really execute it. Yes, like chasing a dream. You should have target, because if you don't have target, if you don't have direction, you can easily be distracted. You can easily get off from the track. And this is more like friends or young adults, like having target, being or having a vision, having a purpose. It's actually going to be helpful. Now during the university, you ought to, since okay, just like starting off something when you're still in university, before entering the university, get to start off something, build anything. Now during the university, you get yourself more experience, equipped and valuable, build up your skills, because you're actually getting to face reality. And be prepared mentally, emotionally, all aspects. Get ready to face pressures, failures, rejection. So guys, that is it. So guys, oh god, well, I think 35 minutes or so the stream is going to be lasting for 35 minutes. So guys, that's more like the emphasis. There is no perfect, okay, more like take home notes. There's no perfect age to enter a university, but there is a perfect time to take your life seriously. If you miss that, no age will save you. Yes, they said there is no best time to start up a university. There's no best time to start up anything in life, but there is a perfect time to take up your life serious. You should know the perfect time. And if you fail to get that done at that crucial time, more like a distinct time, more like a critical time and moment of your life, it's said that no amount of years, nothing can actually save you out from it again. Who is calling? What is this? Oh my god. Well, that's just what is said to be. And oh, that is just it, guys. So guys, much love. We just exhausted today's live stream section, and we're going to be going offline within some minutes. So guys, we actually appreciated Tifa. We appreciate the fact that you joined, people that participated, people that peeped, people that viewed, every people that showed up. Much love to every single person, and we're not taking it for granted. UF is not taking it for granted. We actually appreciate every single people that participated to this live stream session. Much love. And it's obvious that most of our VIP audience we are not able to join. Maybe they are not online at the moment. So guys, that's it. Probably they are going to be streaming it later, and you will stream and impacted. So guys, much love for today's session stream. We're exhausted today's session stream, and we're more like backing off and we're appreciating every person's, every single people, persons, beings that participated. Much love to every single or one of them, and we're not taking their presence here for granted. So, guys, if you're just seeing us, get to subscribe our channel, get to follow us. This is a community, this is a building, this is a building and movement. I don't know anything you may call it, but it's beyond streaming, and we cannot do it alone. We need your support, we need your push up, we need your encouragement, all of this. So, guys, let's build something strong. So, guys, so you can just get to follow us on any of our social media handles: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook. UFGRAPHICS, and we'll build together. So, guys, we're backing off at the moment, and thanks for joining this session stream. Much love. We'll stream tomorrow, so get to join our session stream, or a kind of 1 p.m. downwards, and that's it, guys. So we're backing off. We'll see you tomorrow, probably.